Alright, and we're over. One more thing I have to do real quick. Alright, we're good to go. Thought about the past few days. I'm starting another Warhammer army because, as a Warhammer player, that's what you do. You can't just have one. You want more cool toys. And I might turn that into a few videos, like show some building and painting, and like show actually how long it takes to make an army. I think that'd be interesting. Make it a goal like I have to make this army and I have to win a local RTT, which is basically just code for a smaller tournament. I think that'd be fun. And give me an incentive to keep working on it. Alright. We're back. We're trying to get the cooperation of a couple of the houses here. Apparently it's going to be a big theme in Heaven's Ward, is kind of this battle of houses. Because we're in Querthus talking to them. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of the young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Okay. Heresy? Apparently there's a strong inquisitorial force. And going back to 40k that I just talked about, Inquisitors are kind of a big deal there. I don't think I got this crystal. Yeah, the Inquisitors, you don't want them looking into you. I mean, everyone's evil in 40k, but they're comically evil. Like, if they travel a long ways to a place, even if they don't find any signs of, heresy or chaos, they're likely to kill everybody anyway, just for, they gotta make the trip worthwhile. They couldn't just come out there for nothing. Oh, desktop audio. On. Okay. I like this. This is what it would actually look like in a medieval society with the lighting. Like, you don't burn 1,000,000 candles and lamps in a room. I mean, even this is probably overdoing it. In real life, they'd probably just have, like, maybe this one on and then just a lantern around the table because they want it. It's always way too bright in a lot of these scenes and games. Like, lamp oil costs money. Helon grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Horshaphant. I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helonat into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. It's like Twitter. All he needs an accusation. Proof? Eh. The accusation is what matters. Oh, let's get the chocobo. Getting all the flight paths. Is that a player? Yeah. Kaiziolos. We doing cardio? We're doing cardio. Let's go. On the new feature. Nice quality of life. What's up? I gather you've been busy since we last spoke. House Horsefront missive was positively glowing. But if you think his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ashgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir. And the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Galaim arrived in Querthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ashgardian society. If Lord Harshavant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Well, that didn't go well. We haven't gone all the way up here. Let's see this telescope. Oh, we can't use it. Pretty sweet, though. Oh, we have to be in that chair. She looks like she's sleeping. What's up, Nito boss? Are you a 14 player? I have leveled to level 49. I try to say that to every new person that comes. So if I'm not totally surprised by everything, it's because 3 years ago I leveled to level 49 and stopped. So I have seen this part of the story. It's been a while, though. Where we go? Nito boss. So I'm guessing that's a reference to our favorite Gravelord Nito in Dark Souls. Which... pretty depressing Lord of... what is it? It's not Lord of Cinder in that game. It is... Great Lord? I forget what it is. But he looks very intimidating, and like all the ads there can be overwhelming. But once you figure him out, he's pretty sad. Not a hard boss. Your name also reminds me of Nidorino, my favorite Pokemon. Back when I actually, cared about Pokemon. I like the original 151. Now there's like 600 of them, and I don't know how people keep track. And I don't think anyone actually plays the card game. Like, the collecting is crazy. Like, people are all over that. But I don't know if anyone plays. It's not a good game, in my opinion. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Querthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. Which, we can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. Sweet. Whoa. This is the first time this has happened. I'm under-leveled for the MSQ. Here's what we do. Actually, tanks get a huge reward. We should probably do that. Oh, I put on a bow. Alright, we're doing a duty roulette. Actually, leveling up the bard is going to be a pain. I want the bard to do the MSQ. Even though we get rewards from this, we're going to do this instead. And take a bit longer. Actually, I have a better idea. I remember... I got this one, right? Yeah. I remember... I don't remember where it was. The House of the Dead thing. I remember that being good for leveling. Is it Hawthorne Hut? See if we can find it. We'll do a run of that. Because there is story in here as well. Yep. It's this guy. Alright. Is Odin up? Is that what these mean? The flakes going up? Oh, that's really cool. I'm assuming I'm not high enough to do him yet. And I also didn't know they were, like, world bosses like that in this game. That are, like, on rare timers. I never did Odin. But I do remember... Who was it? There was a streamer that played that I watched a bit of his playthrough. Oh, Asmongold, yeah. When he played A Realm Reborn. I remember him doing Odin a bunch to get his whole gear set. Is it open world? Or do you go to an instance? I remember it being an instance. It's a fate. Oh, so it's like, that's crazy. So it's open world then. Okay. Yeah, what I saw Asmongold do was definitely the instance version. So I didn't know he could spawn as well. That's really cool. Okay, so people fly around, search for it. That's cool. Obviously, I can't do it, so. We're just going to do a Palace of the Dead. Because, again, I remember there being story in there with that party of adventurers that really shit on their healer because everyone died and they all blamed her. I know she's in here. I remember seeing her, like, reveal, and that's as far as I got, so I don't know where that goes. So, since we're slightly under level for the MSQ, it's a good time to do that. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. Guess we can do a fate in the meantime. Let's go. That's experience. There isn't a lack of things to do for leveling, that's for sure. It's quite nice. Oh, gates destroyed. I don't have to kill these at all. That's experience, at least. Alright. Looking for a gate. This wiggling back and forth, it's definitely a WoW thing. I do it a lot in WoW. Because I play a lot of classic WoW. The modern game just, honestly, it's not an MMO anymore. It doesn't really interest me. It's more of an ARPG, honestly. But with classic WoW, it's so simple. Like, if you're a paladin or warrior, rotation is kind of a joke. So sometimes you get a little bored in melee, so you do this side-to-side thing. If I see an FF14 player doing this while attacking, I know it's a WoW player. And I like that as a bard, I don't have to stand still, so I can tweak a little bit if I want to. Alright, I'm looking for a gate. Must be all the way up there. Oh. Even if I don't finish it, I'm getting experience, so not bad. And again, I'm doing this because Bard is the harder class to level, because it's DPS and you don't really get in duties quickly. I could queue as a warrior in a dungeon and get a ton of experience really quickly. So, try to save those for the warrior. And do the MSQ on the Bard. Seems to make sense in my head. Oh yeah, there's a gate. We'll kill that. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm dumb. Yeah, I just forgot. Looks like he changed stances, because I had him on healer, and now he's attacking. But he healed me too, so hey. I'll just go with whatever this is. Alright, last gate. Okay. It's probably better that he does this anyway, because you're right when you told me when he was in the healer stance, he just kind of sat there. So he's still casting his healing in the stance. It's taking a while. No, I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I am wearing my Grand Company's uniform because it looks awesome. It's my first glamour set I made. Alright, we did it. Oh, another fate is right here. The heart of the Red Belly Hive, so I'm assuming it'd be up here. I think it fits Rogadin very well. Now I feel like a WoW hunter. Got a pet. Yesterday I only streamed for like 45 minutes or so because I had a very, very fun Zoom call I had to get on. I say that with all due sarcasm. Special fate. Okay. Assuming he's in there. Also, my chocobo doesn't seem to be drawing aggro. Okay, so the music denotes a special fate. Oh, that's the dude. Oh, it's like an event. It's got phases. We got the Shredder coming in. That's ironic name. A giant turtle called the Shredder, when he is the turtle's nemesis. A lot of hit points for level 33. Forgetting my song. Yeah, got an achievement. Bowberry Burning. Bunch of experience. Storm Seals. Great. And now we clear the area, and the Wood Whalers have it. Nice, that was fun. Alright, we got 2 out of 4. We're getting there. Not much Palace of the Dead activity this morning. That's cool. Nice little environment change. They take over the fort. This stuff I didn't know when I played it last time, because... yeah, again, when you're playing with friends, you're kind of blitzing through. It changes the experience a lot. Similar with Baldur's Gate. Like, luckily, when Baldur's Gate came out, I love the game so much, I played 2 simultaneous campaigns. I had my single-player one going and the one with friends going, because, obviously, if you have 3 friends, you don't have your companions in your party, so you're missing out on a lot of story that way. But I'm glad I did both at once. Killing one mob, eh? You'll notice when I'm kiting, I jump sometimes. It's not just for fun. It's because you can see my hotkeys, Q, R, E. So I have to take my finger off of A when I hit Q. So to stay looking in the same direction, to stay moving the same direction, you jump. It's what I do in WoW too, it's just muscle memory. So I have to go with it. You're logging in with your boyfriend's character to have him sign the petition. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. Only if he's a Wheel of Time fan. That is required for the 2 rivers. There's one other people that I can rant about how bad the TV show is, too. I mean, I do have to give them credit for Season 3. It seems like they actually listened to criticism for Season 3, and they fixed a lot of things. But it was too late at that point. The show didn't have momentum because the first 2 seasons were dog crap. So it got canceled anyway. Sad times. Right when they're doing the right thing. And they finally had a decent tavern scene, because there are tons of tavern scenes in the first few books. Because, you know, there's a lot of taverns, they're traveling. They didn't have any of them, and then Elaine's song was great in Tanchico. Like, it was an awesome scene. We finally got Tom singing. Well, not singing, but, you know, being a bard. I don't think he sang in that scene. And we got to see the Viridian stuff, which was very well done. Like, seeing the Dark One come through the fabric of reality was awesome. That was portrayed very well. But we're never going to see the end of that, unfortunately. The worst part is when a failed adaptation happens is it makes other companies reticent to try and do it themselves. Even though it's a property not as popular as Lord of the Rings, but it's like top 5 selling fantasy series of all time. It's like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, I think Aragorn might be up there, and then Wheel of Time's there too. So it's like, no, it can still be done. Like, if you actually just do the books. I mean, I'd take animation too. But live action would be great. If they, you know, did it correctly. Most of the casting was pretty good. There were some really odd ones. Like, okay. The Two Rivers people. The Two Rivers is a very isolated town. It's like the Shire. It's very isolated. They decided to make them all kind of Middle Eastern Indian looking. Okay, fine. That's as long as everyone's uniform, fine. And the whole thing is, Rand looks like he shouldn't belong there. And yep, Rand is white with red hair. Looks like he shouldn't belong there. But then they also make Matt white. So I'm like, wouldn't he also look like the outsider and have that be part of his character, which they just don't mention? Which is, I don't understand. Like, you pick a theme and go with it, and then have Rand, you know, be the odd one out, and that's what lends to his character development stuff. He's an outsider. Yeah, some choices I don't understand. That really annoys me in a lot of adaptations, where they make every city look like downtown LA in medieval universes. Like, pick a theme and go with it, because in a lot of these, like, medieval towns in our history and in these universes, people don't travel a lot. Like, you get a similar look to people in each town. Let's see. If you can hear me on stream, I am... What's this place? We can meet at Quarry Mill. I'll just turn around and go there. But yeah, I watched, like, Rings of Power. And you go to any town, and there's every race and gender represented in everywhere. It's like, okay, but there's no sense of the world. It doesn't feel like we're traveling anywhere, because every place you go, it's a white guys, black guys, an Indian guys, an Asian guy. Another place, white guy, black guy, Indian guy, Asian guy. It's like, okay, this is not how this works. It's really hard to do world building when, like, places don't look unique and the people don't look different. And in the Wheel of Time, every... Oh, hello. Is this you? Yes. Oh, I need to right-click. To new company. In the Wheel of Time, every race is represented over the world. Nice. We got 2. Need 1 more. Like, once the world opens up, you see everybody. Like, there's allegory, or not allegory, analogs for every race. The Sanchan of kind of your, like, Egyptian. You've got, you know, the Chaldeans, which are kind of... I think Greek is where they're going with that. You got your Asian cultures with the Chenier. You've got Italians, you've got French-inspired, you've got English-inspired, you've got Sub-Saharan African. They're like all the sea folk, which are it's an awesome culture, are all like very, very dark-skinned. Like, you have everything in Wheel of Time. But I don't know if they just didn't want to wait until they met all the cultures, so they just... In every town, you get one of every race, and that's not how any of this works. It's like, ugh, it's frustrating. Similarly to Rings of Power, where what would have been really awesome with Rings of Power if they actually had some balls, which they don't. There are different races and cultures in Lord of the Rings, and at the end of the 3rd movie, you see a lot of them fighting on the side of Sauron. And it's like, wait, why are they fighting with a super evil death guy? And there's a reason. They were driven out of their lands by Gondor, and there's a whole history about that. And, like, a story from their point of view would have not only got you your representation, it would have opened up the world more and explained why Lord of the Rings played out the way that it did. But no, they don't have balls. So they just created a Galadriel, created Gandalf not Gandalf because they couldn't use his name. They had hobbits that were not hobbits because they couldn't use the word hobbits. Just lazy and boring. I'm ranty this morning, wow. But we are 20 minutes in and not getting a queue. Me and one other dude. Let's go finish this. Soloable. Well, I'm gonna give it another few minutes because I've waited this long. I'm sunk cost fallacy now. Bosom Buddies is almost complete. Don't know what that is, but I'm happy I'm almost done with it. That also makes me think of a Wheel of Time thing. That's how my brain works. Robert Jordan, he didn't explicitly talk about sex that much. Like, you knew it happened, but it was always off screen. And the Aes Sedai, which are the only people that can use magic in the world, because male people go insane, they're all female. He talks about pillow sisters in their, like, training school. We all know what that means, but he's very, you know, very proper about it. And bosom buddies would probably be the male equivalent of that. We're not pillow friends, we're bosom buddies. Come back, Stepper. Oh, there you are. Okay. Still 2 out of 4. We're getting some fates done. Getting some seals. Still at 2 out of 4. This guy's as stubborn as me. I'll give it another minute or two, and if I don't get it, I'll solo. Because I don't need that much experience. I think I can solo and get enough experience to continue the MSQ. I don't mind doing fates. I know there's some cool Grand Company stuff I can get with the seals, so not bad to have a bunch of those. Still 2 out of 4. Alright, after this fate, we'll go back and solo it. Because I remember all you have to do really is get to the end of the level. There's not like a requirement for mobs you have to kill. So maybe we can skip most of them. Let's port over there. Sorry, guy who waited with me for 20 minutes. If I could see who that was, I could invite him and just do a 2-person party. But, oh well. How do I leave the queue? You do it? Alright. Let's go. How do I leave this queue, though? Withdraw. There we go. Okay, that's fine. I can try to solo it. Probably be fun. Nope, it's not what I wanted. Weakened by the rune's magic, you have not but the ethereal arms of the Padjal to aid you. Even they may not prove enough without the enhancement. Sure. Yeah, I should be fine. If I can't do this for whatever reason, I'll just do a regular dungeon. I could have done it on the warrior and been the right level for the MSQ, but I don't want to leave the bard behind. As warrior, I can log in and get an instant dungeon queue and get a ton of experience whenever. Alright, let's see how this goes. I just have heavy shot and my CC. This will be kind of fun, though. Actually, I do remember there being an achievement for soloing this place. Probably not going to do it, but that means it is doable. $200 solo, okay. This is the keys here. Oh no, it's Carrying Passage, okay. I think Asmon also got that, which is interesting. He's always looked at as not a great gamer, but good for him. Alright. Do you have to kill a certain number of enemies for this to open up? Because I didn't see a key anywhere. My bow looks awesome, by the way. Okay, 7 to 10 enemies. So all I have to do is find the exit, kill enemies, then I'm good. Sweet. Good music in here. Reminds me a bit of John Williams. Alright. So killing is not wasted. We kill. Alright, that's our exit. I do remember this being a really good way to test out classes, because you level so quickly, so you can get a good feel of how things play. Because I know you get Samurai at 50, and I wanted to try that. It looked very complicated, though, when I was trying to figure it out. I think I gave up. I'm like, alright, this is going to take a lot of practicing, a lot of reading, and I didn't do it. That's right before I had stopped playing, too, so... You can probably do that in here and learn a lot. Alright, we can probably go back now. I don't see any indication that the key is open. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just kill stuff until I see that in the minimap and I'm good. Cool. Pretty straightforward. I don't want to fight you. Leave me be. I'll leave you to wander this place. Or you can come fight me. Yeah, I didn't see anything very worthwhile here. Okay. I mean, that's good. I'll save that for if I need it. Yeah, nothing I really need to do yet, so... I'll just keep them. I know there are occasional bosses, so... I'll save it for that. assume that's going to be a lot harder solo. Okay. Yeah, chests are definitely worth getting. If they provide power-ups like that, yeah. Definitely need to do that. Not just items. Let's go. Should have searched for chests, but we'll do it this floor. Boss? No, just different music. Now we're going Lord of the Rings style. The music in this game has been utterly phenomenal. To me, like, music is a huge part of MMOs when they're done well versus done poorly. Oh. Can auto attack to death. That's one of the big replayability factors for me for Classic WoW. Not only do I like the gameplay and the worlds, but the music in Classic WoW is so replayable. Like, you never get bored of it. Wait, I can keep this bow? Okay. Like the glowy bow? Well, I want to do that, because this looks awesome. But back to the music point, there's a real art of making music for games. Especially in areas you know you're going to visit a lot. Like, my favorite example is the Lost Woods theme from Zelda. Because you're stuck in the Lost Woods a lot. Especially the first time you're playing, you don't know where you're going. You're stuck in there. And the fact that that music does not get infuriating after a while is crazy. Same with, obviously, we're playing Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy music with Uematsu. Like the battle music and the character themes he made through the early games, they never get old. You hear them a lot, and you still love to hear them. Theme of Love is one of my favorite pieces of music ever. It's Terra's theme. Alright, I know who that is because I've, again, played to level 49. That's the healer from that party we saw earlier who got shit on by her party members because she let people die. You know, life of a healer. All I remember is that she goes crazy and she's in here, and she's really mean. I've never played Skyward Sword. Growing up, I was definitely more of a Final Fantasy than Zelda person. I think it's a different feel to both those games. And played a lot of Final Fantasy. Again, we didn't have a lot of money, so we couldn't rent a ton of games. So the ones I rented were typically Final Fantasy games. Or Dragon Warrior. Oh, nice. It's also, to play Zelda games, you need to own a... Whoop. That was almost bad. You need to own a Nintendo system. Obviously no PC ports for them. Again, thing I might do eventually. Maybe when I retire. When I'm old, I can buy all the systems, sit on my couch, and play all the stuff I haven't played. But I'm sticking to PC stuff for now. I haven't found an exploding chest yet. The thing that almost killed me was a landmine. I don't have that yet. I pretty much face tank everything so far. This music is great, though. Oh, there it is. The French community stream will start soon. Is this, like an FF team post? Seems like it is. Seems like it's coming from a system. Which is kind of cool that they're promoting stuff like that. So it's basically their French affiliate. What's up, Azasis, by the way? Azisus. Azisius. I'm going with Azisius. Yeah, I want to go to their big event next time they do it. I forget what it's called, but they look like a lot of fun. Az. Okay, I'll go with Az. Yeah, I watched, who was it? Yeah, Jesse Cox. He's one of the... I don't watch too many creators, too many newer creators, just because... there are too many now, I get confused. But a lot of the old school guys I watch still, like Jesse Cox, you know, Total Biscuit when he was around. R.I.P. People like that, more my age, Go Carnage. And he went to the big Final Fantasy event. It looked like a ton of fun. He also got to interview Yoshi P himself. And the composer, whose name I forget. But those events do look like a lot of fun. It's BlizzCon with less cynicism. Seems like people are way more positive there. I don't even know if they're doing BlizzCon anymore. Azisis. Okay. Yeah, I have a similar name. My, well, not this name, but my account name and everything is Semenko, S-A-M-E-N-K-O. That was my first character in Classic World of Warcraft in 2004, Gnome Warrior, and I use it for account names and stuff now. Okay, these mobs are starting to hurt. Need to actually be careful now. There's a stark difference in... Oops, Enfeebling Trap. What is that? Okay, so we can still use our abilities. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop that soon, because the damage is definitely slowing down. Well, this doesn't help either. But yeah, there's a marked difference in cynicism coming from, like, WoW creators to Final Fantasy. Or lack of cynicism in the Final Fantasy creators, I'll say that. There's a few top-end guys, like, what's his name? The guy with the beard, the bald guy, yeah, Xenosis. He seems like a WoW player playing FF14, because All of his videos seem to be like, this is terrible, this is crap, they nerfed this, everything sucks. But that's the exception of Final Fantasy, and WoW, that's like 90% of the creators. Their whole channel is bitching about WoW. Alright, let's pop one of those. Pop all of those. Got another one, nice. Alright, so mob should be much easier now. We got 40% DPS increase. And we're tankier. Oh, much better. Oh, you get attacked by the community for criticizing. That's not good either. Like, you should be allowed to criticize. I've criticized the game already. Doesn't mean the game is bad. Like, as far as like the actual combat goes, there's upsides and downsides. Like, it feels way more floaty than WoW and less impactful. Like, WoW feels like tangible when you hit something, and this doesn't as much. But what I love about this game is that there's no add-ons, which allows the encounter creators to go crazy and do a lot of stuff because it's clearly shown in the indicators they have on the ground what the mechanics are. Whereas in WoW, they're so hamstrung because they know it's a battle between the add-on creators and the players. So you can have this really cool mechanic that would be done really well, but someone in China can make an add-on that just tells you when to do the thing, and you don't have to pay attention to anything. Like, you don't look at the boss doing things, you look at, oh, what is my add-on telling me to do? And that kind of sucks. So that is way better in Final Fantasy. And it's funny because in latest interviews, Ian Hazukosis, who's the game designer behind WoW, is talking about how they're going to break a lot of add-ons. So they're kind of taking a cue from Final Fantasy. Like, hey, they can create a lot cooler stuff because we're not hamstrung by the fact that we know this encounter is going to be ruined by a million add-ons. So that's way better in Final Fantasy. And story isn't even close. Again, haven't even played the good part of the story. I've only played again until level 49, so I've seen a Realm Reborn story and the big, hey, we did it thing at the end. But even that, you feel intrinsically part of the story here. Whereas in WoW, you're just kind of there on the sidelines, just looking at other people doing things. And the whole story is revealed, like, before you even start playing the game. Let's use a Palmander of Sight, because we have max amount. Where's Sight? Fortune, Sight, okay. Bam. Yeah, because it's a numbered Final Fantasy, it seems a good reason to make it soloable and be like more story-based. And then, you know, have the MMO attached to it, which they've done a pretty good job of. Andrew, what do you think about games we find out at the end the main character was a dream, never truly existed? I'm fine with it. The only downside to doing that and having the whole thing be a dream and not real, the whole story you played, is that replayability sucks. But if you're not one that replays story games, I think that's a really cool mechanic. Or a really cool part of storytelling if the whole thing could be a dream at the end. Again, that would just make it rough to replay, though. Now, about Dawntrail, are people critical? I haven't looked into this because I don't want to be spoiled, but are people critical because the actual writing is bad? Or Are people critical because they just came off this high of their original story, which was amazing by all accounts, and because they have to restart everything, it's not as impactful? Because it could be both in my head. I'll see when I get there. But I can see there being the sentiment of, oh, we just came up with this awesome high, like, the whole story of the Scions, and I don't know what else happens, but the Scions doing stuff and things, and now, well, we're just on an island vacation, and this doesn't mean anything. See, you guys just had two different opinions. That's why I can't suss out what the problem is. Because if they have to establish Like a Realm Reborn, Like a Realm Reborn can be slow because there's tons of exposition, because they need to establish the world so you can have a story in that world and understand the impact of the story. So I can see them having to do that again with Dawn Trail, and that making the story very slow and kind of plotting. Pomander of Sight. Let's use another one. Whoops, right there. I'm liking this solo, though. It's kind of fun. We still have 2 minutes left on those. The second half of Dawn Trail should have been its own expansion, and they should spend more time world building and expanding them. Okay. So you're saying they started, like, some plot trails and then abandoned them in the expansion? So they pulled The Last Jedi. I don't know why I brought out that movie. It just made me mad again. That friggin' movie. Because The Force Awakens, I don't know why I'm going another rant, the first movie in the new trilogy, it's not great. Like, there's some very predictable things that happen. They kill Han Solo, which is just stupid. I also hate that they made Han Solo like back to his original character, because the whole point of the original trilogy is he becomes a good man. He's a scoundrel and he becomes a good man. And then in the Force Awakens, they just make him a scoundrel guy again who is not a good husband, and it's just... Again, that annoyed me. But the rest of it wasn't terrible. They were setting good threads that could have been followed through and made really good. Like Finn... Oh, they butchered Finn. He should have led, like, a Stormtrooper revolt. That would have been cool, and given him something really cool to do. It would have been a point to him being there. Instead, they just kind of forgot about him. He went on a stupid side mission for no reason. I like how they started with Rey. Oh, but here's my... As you can tell, I like ranting about movies. Here's my take on what they should have done with Rey. Rey was... kind of the epitome of her Mary Sue. Like, she barely did any training. You didn't see her learn anything. She just became super awesome. I beat Kylo Ren in the first movie, type of thing. What would have been absolutely incredible, but they have no balls, is if at the end of The Last Jedi, she takes Kylo's hand, and she's like, yeah, we should rule. Like, obviously, I'm better than anyone at everything. People should follow me. Like, yeah. Because it would have justified her, you know, being awesome at everything and Mary Sue-ness, and it would have made her overconfident and, like, despot-y, because she thinks she should have the power because, you know, she's good at everything. And then the third movie could have been her coming to terms with how wrong that is, and it would have been, like, the Grey Jedi, and it would have been really cool. That she just took his hand at the end of that when he offered it to her, and it ended. That would have been like an Empire Strikes Back type of thing. That would have been so good. But, you know, they're pansies. Sorry, I didn't see what you said. There's not a lot of weight consequence to your actions in the first half because you get shoved in the second half. Okay. Yeah, I can see that being annoying. Unless they tie this first stuff in later, I can see that being annoying. And I need steel. And what's the other one? Strength. That and the fact in The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson clearly does not like Star Wars. He just doesn't. But everyone can be a Jedi. Well, Jedi aren't important. They're not, like, unique. And why does every character from an old franchise have to be a depressed old man? Or old woman? Like Luke, Han, like Indiana Jones. It's just, Anyway. What do you think about Rick Moranis returning his dark helmet? What? He is? That's awesome. I didn't know they were doing a Spaceballs too. Yeah, they should all come back. Mel Brooks is coming back? Ah. I can't wait. I love that movie. Good for them. I hope it is good. Even though Mel Brooks, like you said, is close to 100, I don't think he will allow a bad movie to be made of that. Oh, I just noticed my hit points. Talking too much. I could probably leave at any time. I have the experience needed to get to the MSQ. But we're going to keep going until we die, I think. Because this is kind of fun. I haven't even touched Golden Saucer yet. I know what a... Well, shite. Can I just leave them? No, I can't. This might be an issue. We're going to get some dots and we're going to run. This way. Let's kill this Hornet. Oh no. Respawns. Alright, no problem. We got this. Well, yeah, obviously. I love John Candy so much. Well, he really reminds me of my Uncle Steve, so... It's one of the big reasons. Like, bigger guy, very similar sense of humor. And he loves holding court. Like, he loves standing in his kitchen, you know, telling stories to everybody. It feels like John Candy would be the same way. Where is... It's over here. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is still one of my favorite movies. The whole thing's really funny, but also a great lesson in empathy. By the way, great music. Because this is starting to get a little, you know, stressful. Taking a lot more damage. And the music is just bringing you back down. Let's just... No problem, we can do this. Good. Let's see if we can use... What was the one? Let's do that first. Increases the number of enemies. That's what we want. Alright, we got a boss. We got buffs. Any other buffs we can do? Have that. Nope, we just fight him. Hellas Death Gaze. Let's go. Oh, you're immune to crowd control. That's great. Sprint. I love when you stop to AoE. Peloton doesn't work in combat. Alright, you cast a lot. This should be pretty straightforward. Guess I need to interrupt that. Where is my interrupt? Oh no. Alright, we're doing okay. We still have our heal. Can we interrupt? Yes, we can. No, we can't. You just cast it quicker that time. Alright, let's drop another potion. Keep that cooldown ticking. We have sprint back up, so we can save that for when we need it. Should be now. Alright, let's pop the second wind. I need to bind that. A few things unbound. Okay, this we can't stop. Almost got it. Another potion. Get rocked, sir. It's one of the greatest comedic scenes ever. When he rocks out to Ray Charles. Sweet. And we get further reveal. It is a girl. This should get us to the level we need. Yeah, we're good. Wait, 38? We didn't even get enough... Well... Well, here, let's keep going. I am in the higher level one. Oh, I'll go by myself again. That was kind of fun. I don't mind. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I remember Palace of the Dead giving a lot more experience than that. But, again, I'm enjoying this. I do enjoy the sprite theme. Having just played 1 through 6 remasters. Alright. Alright, we have more hit points now. Can we LOS? Yes, we can. Good God, these things hurt. Okay. Treasure coffer back here. Yeah, we don't want to do this solo. I'm gonna... Okay, Permanent Steel. Probably gonna peace out of here when I find the cairn where I can do it. That cast is so fast. And one of the harder things to grasp. Damage dealt decreased. For no reason. Okay. Let's do... Let's do that. Yeah, in Final Fantasy, the animations don't match up with what's actually happening, which is, you know, learning curve. So, like there, I cast my interrupt. I think it did interrupt it, but the animation didn't go off till like way after, so it looks like it didn't interrupt it. But animations are just kind of for show. What matters are the indicators. Some very heroic music now. Coffer there we want. Thank you. Three high potions, huge. I did pop a thing to put more treasure coffers here, so let's see if we can find more. Yeah, huge. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't think I'm going to go into PvP at all in this game. That delay doesn't really matter in PvE, because you know what's happening. But in PvP, that's got to be infuriating. Well, just chilling. And we're back. Thunder or steel. Pop it. Alright, I changed my mind. We're gonna keep going. See how far we can get. +5. Huge. Pomander Purity. What does that do? Removes pox. Sure, that will be handy. And what was flight? What is nice about here is that there is no leashing in here, which I found to be an issue in the open worlds when trying to kite mobs. Assists or kills, though, let's be honest. It's the same way in WoW. People get hung up on, oh, look at my killing blows. That just means you executed. Like, who cares? Blinded. Can't use items. Great. The only MMO PvP, and I played a lot of MMOs, that I really enjoyed is, again, Classic WoW. The BWL patch specifically. Because every hit feels impactful, you actually see your opponent's HP move. It's not a lot of one-shots happening. The later patches, it gets pretty bad because you're way too powerful. I also, actually, I take it back, I also enjoyed New World quite a bit. But only on release. Because we played on release, and it was a ton of fun, because at that point, no one had turned off PvP yet. And I got enfeebling track, Jesus. So, the game is, like, big on gathering, so you're out there gathering wheat, gathering, like, mining and stuff, cutting down trees. But there's other players in the world, and PvP is always on. Was always on. What is that? Interesting. So whenever you're out there doing your little mining route, someone runs up to you, it's like, alright, what's the interaction here? Are you gonna kill me? Are we gonna talk? Are you gonna take my resources so I want to kill you? And that made it really dynamic and fun. And then later, everyone just turned off PvP. Because players will optimize the fun out of everything. It's like, well, I can just mine better if no one can attack me. And that's just boring. The whole point of the game's gone at that point. Yeah, assists or kills. Like I said, it's the same thing. Who cares who gets the last blow? It's like League of Legends, same thing. People say, oh, you stole me, Okay, how about we just worry about them dying? And whoever gets the kill, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I've seen support players, like, try to give the kill to their AD carry, and then the guy ends up getting away. Ow. Alright. But yeah, New World on release was so much fun. Also, what kind of killed that game was there was really no end game when they released it. I'm playing Eve. That game seems incredibly daunting to get into. So I have heavy shot and I have my poison. That is it. I already have my super complicated hobby. It is for Warhammer 40,000. Yeah, that was a thing in FF3, Andrew. To get into, like, the Munchkin village people, to get into their village, you had to transform yourself. And then, I guess, the thought was the ceiling's too low because you couldn't change out of that form until you left. Yeah, but that was really cool. And FF3 was great. 2 and 3 were great. Landmines. Alright, I can use stuff now. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. There's a trap one. Okay. I have no crowd control. 2 buttons. Alright, we can tank this guy. Music's getting hype. As I'm hitting my 2 buttons. Yeah, face tanking's not the best. Even with my things on. I do want to try and get a house in this game, even though I know it's incredibly hard to find a lot. I would like to try. +6, great. We are rolling. And again, from what I've read, I believe there's similar things to Palace of the Dead in different expansions. So, like alternate leveling methods. So I'm excited to try those out. Yeah, again, even as just getting to level, again, 49, I was actually having to do things in my rotation. A lot of OGCD stuff. I had to like rotate to keep buffs up. I know that happens later. I'm okay with the lower levels being like this. Because there are a lot of hotkeys in this game. So it's good to slowly build people into that, not just throw it all at them. I can imagine if people boost in this game to max level, if they're not used to this type of MMO, they'll probably get very overwhelmed with the amount of buttons to press, rather than just building it up. Stepped on a trap. Look, circle strafing's working great. He's very confused. Auto attack you to death. Bam. Yeah, I remember being overwhelmed with Samurai even at level 50. Or was Samurai? No. I picked up something. I forget what it was. But I remember I leveled it up in alternate method. And then I got all their abilities and it was very confusing. Music is going hard. Another big difference here is just simply walking away from a mob reduces damage a ton. And while that doesn't happen, they match your speed kind of perfectly, so if you just kind of walk like this, it doesn't do anything. But here, like you saw with that other guy, I was able to run in a circle, and he wasn't really able to do much to me. Alright, we need to kill that. Good lord. Oh no. Time to kite. Easy. You got thrown in a roulette, first time healing at level 100. Yeah, that sounds horrible. If I were to ever heal, which is doubtful, Sage does look really cool. Alright, this guy just doesn't want to be crowd controlled. It's very hard. I need to put my things back on. Just noticed they fell off. Some people find healing relaxing. I think it's the most stressful role. I think tanking for me is relaxing. So when I tank, I control the speed of everything. I control where the group goes. I very much enjoy it. DPS, honestly, can get a little bit boring. Did I get hit by that? I did not. Yeah, but healer's stressful because you gotta compensate for everyone's mistakes. Which, people make mistakes. It's the nature of the game. And you have to be on your A game. Wind bite. Yeah, exactly. But I know people, I have friends that exclusively love playing healers. And they find it more relaxing, which I don't get. It's a long petrify. I guess a lot of the time, if the group's going well, you're just throwing the occasional heal and DPSing, so that can be kind of chill. But when things go wrong, it's on you to kind of save everything. I do like having my 2 dots now. It's kiting a lot more effective. Oh no, landmine. I need to bind that to a better thing. Clicking it right now. The music went from super hype to whimsical. Yeah, I'm soloing it, Freems. I didn't intend to. I just wanted to get a little bit of experience so I could do the MSQ, because this is the first time I wasn't high enough level for the current MSQ. But then I was in a queue looking for a group for like 25 minutes and wasn't having any luck. So I just went in solo. 1 through 10 wasn't that hard. This is starting to get a little trickier. And then I went out and I went to the next, like 11 through 20, and I accidentally didn't click maxed. Maybe not matched. I went in solo again, so I'm like, yeah, let's make lemonade out of this, and it's going okay so far. A lot of kiting. Oh, first time I've seen that. Don't like that at all. I found running in circles works pretty well in this game. Yeah, I heard that. Someone said that earlier. It's an achievement for doing the whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to get some experience with the MSQ. Eventually. Maybe. I don't think you can crowd control these guys. Oh, you can. You can get heavy at least. Maybe not bound. The double dot is very nice since we got that. Makes kiting more effective. Let's get all the coffers. What's the witching one? Oh. Whatever. I think we'll just get to 20. That should get us to the next level so we can continue the MSQ. Hopefully I can beat this boss. What's auto heal? Oh. Yeah, I don't want to hit any mines if I can't heal. So, since we can't auto-heal, we should spam this on cooldown. Yeah, I would have run into that, definitely. Alright, let's get this guy. Oh, my thingies ran out. Strength and steel. Don't hit that. Can he hit that? No. That would have been cool. If he could hit the mines. Yeah. Exactly my thoughts. Yeah, I need those on. They hurt like hell if I don't have these on. I would have hit that mine too. Oh no, oh no. Not good. And a respawn behind me. Hopefully no more respawns. Do me a favor and cast your AoE so I can get away. That'd be great. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can tee off a little bit. Archer seems good, yeah. But honestly, I remember 3 years ago doing this on my warrior, and you just face tank the crap out of everything. Like, you didn't have to do all this. Because you have healing in as part of your rotation. So, unless you get a damage check on warrior you just can't deal with, Warrior was much easier. Way less work. There's probably some classes where this is super hard. Pop this again. Pop it on cooldown, because we can't heal. Yeah, Warrior might be a bad example, because obviously they're going to be amazing at this. Imagine something like a Dragoon would be pretty hard in here. I want those treasure chests. If can Unga Bunga, should Unga Bunga. I think it's a philosophy there. Alright. Don't know if this is time well spent getting these chests, but I need the damage buff and the defense buff. These levels now. So hopefully I can get some out of there. Counter argument to that would be I'm wasting time doing this on my current buffs. Do I have pox? Yes. Pomander of Steel, nice. That's what I wanted. I don't think I have anything that removes it. Oh. Removes the pox status. Okay, I do have something that heals it. This one's still on. HP regen has stopped. But it's better than a dot. Alright, be something good. Yeah. It was worth it. It's funny, they do suffer from the same effects. I don't think it has any real effect, but thematically it's cool. Like, everyone on this floor is... every being on this floor is dealing with the same affliction. You need level 30 weapon armor if you want to get the bodies outside. I don't know what that means. So, level 30 in here. Okay. So I'm level 4, obviously. Long ways to go. Well, respawns. Yeah, I'll get it eventually through here. The weapon. I'm assuming there's going to be other spots where I need a little bit more experience, so I can just pop in here. Alright. Don't aggro me. Yeah. We're doing it. Oh, boss level next. this is going to run out during the fight. So let's cast him again. I don't think anything else does anything. Nope. Alright. I don't have my damage. Alright. Immune to crowd control. So we sprint. Can't interrupt. Good to know. I have my song. Okay. Cast that. Let's reapply dots because we're under damage increase. Oh no. Just what we didn't need. At least he's casting that AoE after he summons his guys. Gives me a chance to deal with him. Ow. Alright, we need to sprint now. Max distance. Can't stop this. Not great. Not looking good. Alright, what's he doing? Okay, he's targeting me. What can I do about it? Oh, this is fun. Oh no, I don't have anything up. Sprint up. Can't stop this. Let's pot. Alright, we're in this phase now. This should be easy. Shouldn't have used that on this guy. I can crowd control this guy. That was a misplay. Oh, let's reapply dots because we're under. That hurts. Can't stop this. We're taking damage. Should I keep DPSing him? Oh no, I gotta swap. I gotta swap. Oh, I let the dots fall off him. That's not good. Oh no. Oh, I sprint. I need to keybind sprint. Alright, can I survive for 10 seconds? 4, 3, 2. Second wind. Gonna take damage here. Okay, we can just pump him. Pump him. Don't care about the ads. Oh, what a fight. Whew. No pots left. No hit points. Whew. Yep. That felt good. I really noticed not having these keybound. I need to find a place for them. Having to like click while running sideways. It's very difficult. Okay, so buy a lot of high potions before going in there solo. Get more reveal for this lady. Alright, we're level 38. This does not give a lot of experience, though. What is barrage? Let's use a straight shot and wide volume. What's a straight shot? Straight shot. Pot shards. I don't think I got any of those. Hyper potion. Thanks, man. See if I can use those in there. That would have been a big help right there. Cool. Alright, I need to go AFK for a second. Thank you for that. Well, let's loot. Salute Mr. Demise. Oh, caps lock doesn't work. Salute. Alright, I need to run to the restroom quick and grab some more tea. So I will be right back. Need a bit of a calm down after that fight. That was stressful. So I'll be right back. Wait, someone messaged me. Oh. Oh, that's what's in there. Okay. Very cool. Alright, now I'll be right back. Yeah, I want that bow. Okay, we are back. What's this longbow? That looks pretty sexy. Gotta wave to new people. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, yes. We can continue. The MSQ. Just have to make sure I do all of the MSQ on the Bard. It's the efficient way to do things. Because, yeah, I could have joined a dungeon queue my warrior and been done very quickly. Alright. That is some sweet barding. I mean, mine's pretty good. It looks good for the weather that I'm in right now. So, I'm not complaining. Looks cozy. But that's just stylish. Brook Striker. How you doing? I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Okay. That's way up there. Is that a frozen waterfall over there? Or a spire? It looks like a spire. I have not been to an achievement NPC, no. Who goes there? Jacked? No, stay back, the fiend is still here! Ooh, that is a fiend. Where is he in Gridania? Hey! Relax. Dogs got excited. That would probably be the easiest thing. Heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Thank you. Bless me indeed. What does this do again? Straight shot was... Which is straight? Okay. So it's a triple strike with the main attack. Or a bigger AoE. Okay, so this enables this. Thanks. Yeah. I'll check that when I look for that NPC. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew I was coming. Unfit knight. Oh. Poor guy's not cutting it. Or girl. Girl. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helenart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate that you came along when you did, sir. House Helenart will remember your kindness. Sweet. Poor Francel. He's not fit for this fighting. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Hellenart that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by those despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors never judge fairly. In every media, hell, in real life, Inquisitors never judge fairly. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Yeah, in 40k... Again, everyone in 40k is evil. Inquisitors are like the evilest of the evils. Figure out what they call it. I'm still muted. Looks like the mic's picking it up. Okay. I was gonna say an OBS looks good. Yeah, I forgot the... Oh, Exterminatus, that's what they call it. The Inquisition will deem a planet is too far gone to save, so they'll just destroy the entire planet. Happens a lot in 40k. What's up? What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. There always is. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. I think my comparison of these guys to Carrion in Wheel of Time is very apt. They're definitely playing like the subterfuge game of houses type thing. Because someone saw me pay a visit, and that causes all sorts of drama. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume... I don't know how to pronounce French things, I'm supposing that's Guillaume, has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Hey, new bow. Business memory chest. Someday I'm going to fix my inventory. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. The rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. Reichman? Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Querthus, so we may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Let us proceed. Something fishy afoot. Oh, Chocobo Keep. I'm trying to get all of these. Kind of a completionist thing. Maybe it's the WoW side of me. Cannot forget flight paths. Yeah, speaking of 40k, I am starting a new army, which is always very daunting. Because it takes a very long time to put together. And naturally, I just can't make an army as it is. I have to convert everything because I like to be a special snowflake. I'm building an Emperor Spears army. So, Space Marines. But a specific chapter of Space Marines. Someone tampering with the shipments? Fury struck me down. Fallen rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a house Hellenot man through and through. This hearsay nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters that were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what work trade routes. And I never caused to question their faith, but if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Hey? Could it have been the fellows who were responsible for the inspections? This music is really funny over this basic conversation. Iscardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Forest this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Yeah, Emperor Spears, if you're familiar with 40k, there's one book on them that everyone loves by Aaron Dembski Bowden, is one of the better Black Library authors. They're basically like Celtic theme Marines. So they have druids instead of librarians. They're very much, hey, what's up? Ooh, even better bow. Thank you, sir. Let's put that on. Oh, it is in here. I gotta put it in my armory chest. Alright, so now... Nice, same bow, just higher quality. No, the Space Wolves are Nordic. So they're more northeastern European. Like Vikings, Odin, stuff like that. So they're all about Valhalla and, you know, that type of stuff. Whereas the Celts are very different. Well, not very different. I mean, it's a similar part of the world, but they are different. And I want to do that for a few reasons. Because I love the book. I love the... They're very, like, gallows humor type of chapter. They're like, isn't this world fucking crazy? Yeah, we still gotta do it, though. And, like, on their gravestones, they have things like, for, you know, something the strong-willed, he should have ducked. Like, they're very dark humor. And I think it's a very, like, fun chapter to go through 40k with, because they look on everything with a kind of sarcastic eye. And the problem with Space Wolves, I like Nordic stuff, and I like Vikings and all that, but they're very obsessed with wolves in 40k. Like, everything is wolves. Like, they have wolf... They ride wolves, they have, like, Fenrisian wolves, they have wolf-style helmets. Like, it's way too wolfy. I wish it was more leaning toward, like, Nordic Viking warrior, but it's very much the space pups. And also... Now I'm doing a Warhammer rant. The way the rules work with Space Marines, there's like a million different detachments you can play. But it would feel weird to play like a Dark Angels detachment as a Space Wolf player, even though it's legal under the rules. So if you have like a non-denominational chapter, like Emperor Spear, so you don't have specific rules on the tabletop, you can sort of play any detachment you want. So it allows a lot of flexibility while staying thematic. Because even though I'm competitive, I do like to stay thematic. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing that. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hellenart shipments? Then what nerve? If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Okay. And they also treat humans like with some civility, which the vast majority of Space Marines don't. Shows that in the book. They treat humans as, you know, real people, whereas a lot of them treat humans as disposable things, or just less than, or don't even bother talking to them because they're beneath them. But these guys don't. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate the apology. But that's impossible. Once the night at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels in the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never have allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Horsefant, I will not be held accountable for this. I mean, the guy's got solid defense. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries, and every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Helenart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed this hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. We're doing it. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Helenart were heretics. At last, we can give lie to those poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bridgie. Bridgie. Tell her that House Four-Temps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation can be conducted. Makes sense? So for Emperor's Spears, like I said, the Space Wolves have a lot of, like, wolves running around, or wolves and everything. They're more, like, non-denominational nature. So there's a new model coming out, Logan Grimnar, that has, it's his base, and he has some wolves on it. And I'm going to take those wolves out and put, like, an elk and, like, a bear cub on there instead, and I'm really excited about it. It's a really cool model, though. See if we can find it. Yeah, that's the new model. That's pretty awesome. But again, everything is wolf. There's wolf, 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 and everything. And it's Space Wolves are too wolfy for me. So I'm going to put an elk over here. I already have a 3D printed model. And I think a bear cub down here. Just to switch it up. And he's going to have a different helm. Yeah, Warhammer's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Oh, it's a lot of work. Absolutely. This is a guy or a girl? This is a girl. What is it, my child? Lord Horsefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Wow. Yep, Inquisitors, assholes. Never fails. The Lalafell invasion has begun. We will enslave the Talls and make them mine our resources. Get that drivel out of my chat, sir. How dare you? You know that meme on the internet? Could 100 men beat a gorilla? Could 100 Lalafells beat a Rogadin? I don't think so. I will punt all of them. They have taken Lord Fran... And by the way, Factorios, despite that proclamation, welcome to the chat. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of a trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Jack, I will dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor to not keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. You cast fireballs? Alright. You are the great Lalafell General microtransaction. Oh, thank you. I think I'm stocked for potions for a while. Oh, thank you for the follow, Factorios. Although, not only did you declare war, you also named your character microtransaction, which makes me just hate it. The death of many a game, microtransactions. Yeah, if you want to try painting Warhammer, every Warhammer store you go to will have just some spare models, and they'll just let you sit there and paint. Hey, you are a small merchant. Alright. I'll forgive it. It is clever. Even though microtransactions just bring me rage. Alright, what are we doing? Hail, Jack. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us as a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Let's do it. Yeah, every Warhammer store you go to will have... They'll have some paints ready and something you can just try and paint. You'll know pretty soon if you like painting or not, because it's a big part of it. Joachim Charlemagne Francel de Helenat. You stand accused of heresy. This is not the proper place for a trial, by the way. Like, why are we not inside? Why are we out in the snow? You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dervanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for her alone to judge if you speak the truth. There's no cool person with a soul patch. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. That's very much like the witch trials that we had in our history. Like... If you float, you're a witch, but if you sink, you're innocent, but you probably drown to death. So, no winning. The righteous shall take their place in Alone's halls, where the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. There's a tiny head. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Horshaphant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Facts? No time for facts. Lord Horshaphant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment, very 40k-like. We must hold him until Lord Horshaphant arrives. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Sure. Let's ball. Dot you. Dot you. Cut you a bit. We do this. Wait for. Then we do this. You're not dotted. Okay. I was too hyped up in the Palace of the Dead trying to kite and stuff. I'm like, nah, this is a story quest. We can just kill him. That last boss fight in the Palace of the Dead, it's giving me some PTSD. I guess we can kind of have fun. Stop you. Stop you. This is one of those, if we kill him, we're good. We're not going to worry about the wyvern. no heals. You must die. Yeah, getting into Warhammer is definitely a slippery slope, I would say. Because then you start reading the books, then you start, you know, it sounds like you already started playing the games. Then you get one army, then you want another army because you saw someone play it and it looked awesome. And for a full army, for most of them, you're looking at conservatively $2,000, including paints and stuff. The idea being you don't buy it all at once. You slowly buy and you paint as you go. Where are you going? Sweet. Good job, team. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by the enemies of House Hellenot. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginations of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Incriminating evidence just happened to fall off him. By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horsevant. Oh, he's a reasonable Inquisitor. Rarely happens. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of which brought you to Quethis, Jack. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Horsevant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hellenot. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let's quit this place, Jack. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Sounds good. Alright. I have to prepare for work. I got another call today before work, so... Zoom calls are fun. I do like logging out at inns. It's very RP. When you log out at an inn, it plays a little cutscene of you going to sleep. And then you log back in, and you get up from bed. It's very cool. But if you're new, I do this every weekday. 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to start doing it a little bit earlier because work is expanding a little bit, so I'm going to start earlier so I can keep the same amount of time, but for the foreseeable future, it's 10 a.m. every day. And we're just going to continue plugging away at the ARR story. Yeah, I love that little animation. So, thank you everyone for watching. In fact, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream, even though microtransaction triggers me. Good luck on your Lalafell Revolt. And everyone else, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.